In this video, I'm talking about the mic I have in my hand, the Universal Audio SD1, a microphone that's been around a couple of years now, and it looks awful lot like a Shure SM7B. If you don't know how the Shure SM7B looks like, just imagine this microphone, but in a black color, or look at the picture now on the screen. Let's focus on three main points. What is a dynamic microphone and why you should consider one? Then let's look closer at the SD1. And the third thing, what makes the SD1 so special? And in the end, I think you can decide if the SD1 is more than an SM7B copy, and if you're looking for a new mic, which is the better choice for you. You might be thinking, why the hell would you listen to me? Or who am I to talk about these mics? Well, I've had a small recording studio where I've recorded and mixed local bands and also my own music for the past 15 years. And I've used a lot of different dynamic mics over the years, so I think I know somewhat what I'm talking about. Although I no longer own a Shure SM7B, like I said, I've used it a lot in the past, I have a good feel of its capabilities and characteristics, so the experiences I'm sharing are legit. But first, what is a dynamic microphone? Dynamic mics are known that they're durable, simple, and they handle loud sounds like a breeze. I would argue that dynamic mics are the most popular mics out there. They are especially awesome for voice-heavy content like podcasts or YouTube videos. They naturally have a warm, rich sound that works well for most voices, giving your recordings professional radio-style vibe. Whether your voice is deep or more mid-rangey, dynamic mics do a great job of smoothing out harsh frequencies and keeping your voice sounding natural. Plus they handle loud and soft speech really well, so it doesn't matter if you're someone who talks loudly or has a more laid-back tone. A dynamic mic won't distort or lose clarity easily. Most dynamic mics, they have a cardioid polar pattern, which means that they capture the sound where you point with it basically, in this case in front of the mic. It means that it rejects the sound from the sides and the back. It's perfect if you're recording in a noisy environment or you're in a room that's not sound treated. Amazing for talking voice, like talking head videos, interviews and podcasts, but also amazing for singing and recording instruments. And there you actually have the reasons why you should look into dynamic microphones. If you're doing YouTube videos, podcasts, maybe recording music, dynamic microphone is the first one to look at. Now, let's look closer at the SD1. First up, let's talk about the sound quality. How is the quality and does it match up to 7B or the SM7B? I remember my days with the SM7B. It has this great, warm, rich tone that it has made it a staple in professional studios. If you look on YouTube, also YouTubers and podcasters. The SD1, however, it has been a revelation for me. I've recorded multiple talking head videos, guitar tracks, and singers in both treated studio rooms and untreated home environments. While the SM7B is known for its depth and smoothness, the SD1, it impressed me with its clarity and presence, especially on vocals and instruments. The SD1, it has a slightly brighter sound, which might actually appeal more to podcasters and YouTube talking head video makers, and maybe also vocalists looking for that extra shine in the high end. Of course, the SM7B is a very trendy microphone here on YouTube, so if the looks of the mic is more important than audio, then my opinions might not be of any importance to you. But anyways, next let's break down the features of the microphone. What sets these two microphones apart? Beyond just sound, the SM7B, it had some fantastic built-in features like the amazingly great pop filter, which works really well, bass roll-off and a mid-boost switch, making it really versatile for a lot of various recording situations. The SD1, on the other hand, it offers basically the same features and then some unique advantages also. It actually comes with a downloadable audio plugin called Hemisphere, and here is where things get really interesting and makes the SD1 special. The SD1 can actually emulate a lot of different legendary dynamic microphones, including the Shure SM7B. The other mics are also legendary. Here is EV-RE20, an amazing microphone. My friend Gabriel VIP uses that a lot here on YouTube. Check his channel out, I'll leave a link down there. Then there's RC77 ribbon mic, used by Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash and many more. DN88, it's a classic from Bayon Dynamic. This mic has been a great mic for guitar amplifiers. And lastly, a great mic from Sennheiser. Let me show you the plugin briefly and change the emulations so you can hear the difference on my voice. So the Hemisphere plugin It's really great. You can see that you can change the microphone here. There's a lot more settings also. Every mic has its own EQ section. Then there's the proximity effect. The proximity means how close the mic is to your mouth. You can emulate that also. And here's the sound samples. This is the natural sound of the SD1. This is the sound of the Shure SM7B emulation. This is the sound of the RE20 emulation. This is the sound of the RCA77 emulation. This is the sound of the DN88 emulation. This is the sound of the Sennheiser emulation. This is the natural sound of the SD1. This is the sound of the Shure SM7B emulation. This is the sound of the RE20 emulation. This is the sound of the RCA77 emulation. This is the sound of the DN88 emulation. This is the sound of the Sennheiser emulation. Let's hear it one more time. This is the natural sound of the SD1. This is the sound of the Shure SM7B emulation. This is the sound of the RE20 emulation. This is the sound of the RCA77 emulation. This is the sound of the DN88 emulation. This is the sound of the Sennheiser emulation. So there's the sound samples. Let me know down in the comments what you liked best, or did you hear differences at all? From my experience, the SD1 emulations don't actually sound like the mics I've had. I've had the 88 and SM7B, but I'm actually not sure if that's the idea with the SD1 mic either, to sound exactly like the original. I think it draws the characteristics and vibe and inspiration from the mics the plugin is emulating. And to be honest, none of the emulations sound bad. But if you don't have the original to compare to, I think you'll be very happy with the options. And you don't have to use the Hemisphere plugin at all if you don't want to. The SD1 is a great mic on its own also. But which mic offers better value for your money, SD1 or SM7B? Price-wise, the SD1 is more affordable, making it accessible to more users without compromising much on quality. I found that the SD1 is incredibly user-friendly and versatile in all kinds of recording things and situations. The SM7B, it is still a true powerhouse for those who want the so-called industry standard broadcast quality, but the SD1, it offers fantastic performance for the price. While I don't have the SM7B anymore, my extensive experience with it confidently allows me to say that the SD1 holds its ground remarkably well. It is just a different sound flavor. And that's my review of the SD1 I promised in